Oh, hello. My name is Mr. Schenk. I'd like to welcome you to my 8th grade English class. Uh, I wanted to talk to you about the next book that we're going to be reading for class, but I didn't want to just show you the book. I wanted to see if you can figure it out first. So the book we'll be reading is set a few years in the future, where they live in a society where life is so terrible that because of energy crisis, that people can't really leave. So people want to escape just like people do now with movies or going places, but they can't go anywhere and they're all stuck where they are. So people enter into a virtual reality world. They don't really go anywhere. They all just put on the helmets and the gloves like we're kind of used to, but it's a lot more advanced. They can even wear suits if they're really rich that make it so that they can feel everything. If you got shot in the shoulder, you'd feel it. If you got tapped in the shoulder, you'd feel it. If somebody poked you in the stomach, you'd feel it. And, if you don't really know what this book is by now, I'll just tell you that it's called Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. It's also been made into a movie recently. Some of you might have already read this book. Some of you might have no idea what it is at all. So to discuss that, I first want to read what it says right here on the back of the book. In the year 2044, reality is an ugly place. The only time teenage Wade Watts really feels alive is when he's jacked into the virtual utopia known as the Oasis. Wade's devoted his life to studying the puzzles hidden within the world's digital confines, puzzles that are based on the creator's obsession with pop culture of decades past, and that promises massive power and fortune to whoever can unlock them. But when Wade stumbles upon the first clue, he finds himself beset by players willing to kill to make this ultimate prize. The race is on, and if Wade is going to survive, he'll have to win and confront the real world he has always been so desperate to escape. So to give a little bit more context about the Oasis, or the virtual reality system, you can basically do whatever you want to do. If you want to, as the movies say, go and climb Mount Everest with Batman, you can. If you want to, as I would think, go and hang out with the Guardians of the Galaxy and go on an adventure, you could. If you wanted to do whatever the heck you wanted to do, you can. You can also create your own character, or avatar, as some people call it. And your avatar can look exactly like you. I can make somebody who looks like me, or I can make somebody that looks like Iron Man, somebody who looks like whatever the heck you want to do, again. And so back to the actual book. So James Halliday created the Oasis, and with the Oasis, he created with his friend Og Morrow, and they have a bit of a fight over what's going on because Halliday's a weird guy, and they split off, and Halliday just starts doing running the company like he wants. When he dies, he actually had this idea set up where a video plays, and it talks about that he's putting in an Easter egg. And an Easter egg is like a hidden reference to something within, it can be within a movie, a video game, whatever. And it usually shows like your love or respect for something. Like if in a specifically a Marvel movie, they can make reference to another comic book that they've done, or even other characters. They can just make reference to something that's considered an Easter egg. So Halliday, being the weird duck that he is, he created the ultimate Easter egg. And the ultimate Easter egg is to get it, you have to solve these 3 puzzles. And to get to those puzzles, first you have to solve a riddle. And each one progressively gives you the next riddle, where you have to try to figure out where that next puzzle is. And as we know, Wade Watts is one of those gunters or egg hunters, that he's going after the egg. And as we also know, as it talked about on the back of the book, is that he is going against this rival company that's trying to destroy him, and actually is trying to kill him before he can get to it first. And so I don't want to ruin the ending of the book, and I also want you to be able to figure out what is going on. So for what I want you to do next, before we start reading the book, is I want you to think of all the positive things about the Oasis. Like what kind of things are cool there, what kind of things happen, what would you do if you were there? And I want you to write that on 2 pages, and I want that to be double spaced, as I said, and I want you to bring that back to class next time. But until then, until I see you again, watch the skies.